Are you dealing with a lot of discomfort in your Achilles? I'm Dr. Clayton, and I'm going to break down Achilles injuries into two categories. The first category is going to be a very sudden onset of pain and discomfort. For example, you're outside playing a sport, running around, you hear a pop and immediate pain. Second category is more of a gradual onset of discomfort. You're not really sure what caused the pain, but the pain fluctuates quite a bit. You have good days and bad days. If you put yourself in that first category, very sudden onset, drop a comment down below what caused your pain and I'll let you know what to do. Because this video is for people that put themselves in that second category, very gradual onset of pain and discomfort. If that is you, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Good news is, you don't have a torn or even strained Achilles, so you can rule out tissue damage. The bad news is, you actually have an irritated nerve in your lower back. And yes, I know I sound crazy for saying that, but please listen. Nerves are responsible for two things. First being sensation. Second, muscle contraction. If you look at this diagram, you can see what nerves give sensation to different parts of your body. When I zoom into the Achilles area, you can see it's the fifth nerve in your lumbar spine, the first nerve in your sacrum, and the second nerve in your sacrum. Those nerves are responsible for giving sensation and muscle contraction in that area. That is why when you go to squeeze your Achilles, it's very sore and sensitive to the touch. Also, there's two orthopedic tests to test how strong those muscles are. And if there's any weakness or discomfort while doing these two tests, then you know it's an irritated nerve. Those two tests are walking on your toes and walking on your heels. You can even do a single leg calf raise and feel the weakness in the difference side to side. If you have any pain or weakness, like I just said, you know those nerves are irritated. So these are the exercises that you need to do to take pressure off those nerves to give you relief. The first thing we're going to do is what's called Mckenzie. You're going to lay on your stomach, forearms underneath your chest, relax all the way down and just press up. You want to make sure your lower back is relaxed as well. Go back and forth 10 to 15 times. This is a great way to decrease the inflammation in your lower back, taking pressure off that nerve, giving you relief. Second thing we're going to do is a nerve glide. It's really important you don't feel a stretch in this position. You're going to grab the back of your hamstring on the affected side, the side that is having pain. From there, when you go to straighten your leg, you're going to point your toes up towards the ceiling. If you even start to feel a hamstring stretch, I want you to stop. And then you're going to point your toes towards your shin and pull your heel towards your butt. It is very important you don't feel the stretch because nerves don't like being compressed and nerves don't like being pulled on. So if you're sitting there trying to stretch that nerve out, you're going to create more inflammation and more irritation. So just go back and forth. It's not going to feel like much, but this is a great way to start getting those nerves to start to move past that inflammation and do about 10 to 15 reps here as well. Now that we've taken pressure off of the nerve, we can start loading the tissues. We're going to start easy and then get into the harder exercises. We're going to start off with just doing a very simple glute bridge. You're going to drive your feet down into the ground and lift your tush. Go back and forth 10 times. You should feel it all in your hamstrings and glutes. If you feel it in the front of your legs, you're not pushing down into the ground. Think that there's a cockroach underneath your foot and you're going to smash it. Once you've done 10 of those, now we're going to include the calf. You're going to drive your feet through the ground and now lift your heels off of the ground. Heels go down, butt goes down. You're going to do 10 of those as well. If that is still too easy and you don't feel any irritation, we can progress to the single leg. You're going to put your foot in the middle of your body, hands out for support. I want you to do the non-affected side, the better side, the side that has no pain first. Lift the side that has pain into this position here. Drive that foot down into the ground and then lift your heel. Heel down, butt down. You're going to do 10 here. It's really important you get a good idea of what you feel in this leg because I want it to feel the same on the side that you're having pain. I don't want it to feel any irritation in that Achilles. It probably is going to feel a little weaker, which is fine, but I want no irritation. Drive that heel into the ground and now go up onto your toes, down, and go back and forth 10 times. After glute bridges, you're going to go into low bear kickbacks. Your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, tuck your toes, lift your knees an inch off of the ground. I want you to start off by kicking back the side that has pain. You should feel no irritation in your Achilles. Now you're going to load the side that has pain. So just go nice and slow. Even if you just want to start with lifting your foot, you can do that. See how that feels. If there's no pain, then you can kick back. Go back and forth 10 times, making sure you're not shifting your body side to side. To do this exercise, activate your core, squeeze your glute, and kick that leg back. Just like the other exercises, we're going to start off easy and then get into the hardest variation. This is going to be a modified single leg deadlift. What you're going to do is you're going to take both hands, reach out in front of you, and tap your toes back. I want you to reach as far forward and as far back as possible. Then you're going to stand up as fast as you can. You're going to do both sides, 10 reps, reaching as far as you can, front and back. You should feel a big stretch in your glute and a stretch in your hamstring and glute. I promise I'm a chiropractor. And stand up as fast as you can. Now, if that is a little too easy for you, we can start adding in a calf raise at the very top here and then raise up. Make sure you don't have any irritation in that Achilles as you do this. Now, if you want even harder, you can just do it without tapping your toes, so it's a little more of a balance game. Stand up nice and tall and calf raise. And the hardest variation is with weight. I'm using 25 pounds here. That's kind of my favorite weight to use here. It's hard, but not too hard. You're going to reach back as far as you can with this foot. Don't reach for the ground. Reach back as far as you can. Come up and calf raise. Again, make sure there's no irritation on Achilles. Load that glute and hamstring. Activate your core, taking pressure off that nerve in your lower back, giving your Achilles a lot of relief. Now that you know the stretches and exercises that you need to do to get relief, it's important that you avoid the couple activities so that you don't keep causing yourself a flare-up. They are, 1, bending forward for a long period of time, like if you're gardening, pulling weeds, creating more inflammation in your back, causing more of a flare-up. Sitting on soft surfaces, try to avoid them at all costs. They're just going to put too much pressure in your lower back, again, creating inflammation, causing a flare-up. If you do sit a lot throughout the day, make sure you check out this video in the description below. It's how to sit to get relief. It's more geared towards lower back pain, but it'll be perfect for you. If you have any questions for me, drop a comment down below. I'd love to help you. Until next time, keep moving and enjoy the rest of your day.